Chapter 229. Heavenly Dragon Gang. Upon hearing the roar of this emperor-level ferocious beast, the surrounding ferocious beasts all madly rushed towards Kangchon. However, what kind of strength was Kangchon? He slashed one by one, directly killing his way out of the encirclement. And with his icy cold blade, he ruthlessly chopped at this imperial-level ferocious beast. And the heavens and the earth were silent, as a cold sharpness flickered on top of the blade. Die. Icy killing intent shot out from Kangchon's eyes, his heart filled with anticipation. Since the heart of a king-level ferocious beast could increase the strength of the physical body, what about a royal-level ferocious beast? Perhaps it was only the heart of this ferocious beast that could be of some use to him. With Kangchon's physical strength nowadays, the amount of energy required for each promotion was too much, and the hearts of those king-level ferocious beasts simply didn't work. Because of this, Kangchon had set his sights on this king-level ferocious beast this time. Raw, facing the icy cold blade that Kangchon slashed at him, this imperial-grade fierce beast completely exploded as it roared in rage. Like a beast emperor, shaking the four directions with might, exuding a powerful aura. This was a very powerful emperor-level ferocious beast, and under its roar, countless ferocious beasts all converged to kill Kangchon. Seeing this scene, the corner of Kangchon's mouth pulled up a cold smile. Could these king-level ferocious beasts stop him? Obviously, it was impossible. At least the speed of these beasts was far worse than Kangchon. By the time these ferocious beasts arrived, Kangchon had already killed his way to the side of that king-level ferocious beast. Kill! Kangchon fiercely shouted as he raised his long black blade high, the cold blade blossoming with a gorgeous light, like a divine punishment that thundered down. Plop! Without the slightest resistance, this imperial-level ferocious beast was ripped open by Kangchon's blade. Blood asterisk 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 came out and spilled all over the long sky, and the ferocious beast rushing around went crazy. Kangchon broke open the chest of this emperor, a war ferocious beast, and took out a huge piece of meat mass from inside, and a fiery light immediately shot out from his eyes. It was the heart of this imperial-level ferocious beast. Time flew by, and the entire battlefield of Earth City was filled with fierce battles every day. Kangchon and the others cultivated during the day and fought bloody battles at night. Using the black ferocious beasts' hearts, they hunted to rapidly strengthen their fleshly bodies. Like ordinary king-level hearts, Kangchon had given them to Xiaojin and Fanxin to cultivate. Only the rare royal-level hearts were what he wanted. In the blink of an eye, 3 months had passed. Within these 3 months they had to go through a bloody battle every night, from the beginning when they were gritting their teeth to support themselves, to the incomparable ease they had now. Their strength was continuously increasing. Nowadays, both Brahma Heart and Little Gold had reached the peak of the imperial grade, and were even more powerful than the Black Demon King, 100 Changes King, and Overlord. As for Kangchon, he had also smoothly stepped into the quasi-invincible level, and his 9-turn Shuang had gone from the middle of the 3rd layer to the late 3rd layer. Such rapid progress would have been impossible outside. All of this was due to the efficacy of the black ferocious beast's heart. As the trio's strength increased, those black ferocious beasts could no longer threaten them. Each time, they were easily fended off and hunted down many hearts. Only because of the blockage of the black ferocious beasts at night, Kangchon's trio didn't advance very far. And nowadays, they were still a long way from the City of Heaven. Dao brother, it's been 3 months, and we haven't even met a single cultivator. You couldn't have misread that map, could you? Brahma Shin said with a depressed face as he topped his dazzling bald head, which glistened under the sun's rays. Ahead, Little Gold kept leaping up, looking out at the road in the distance. Kangchon, holding a long black sword, indifferently walked forward. Hearing Brahma Heart's lament, he said indifferently, Buddha once said that the path is under the feet. Why should a Buddhist friend care about the map? Brahma Heart was speechless upon hearing this. At this time, they heard Little Gold's voice. "Brother, look guys, there's a small city up ahead." Little Gold dropped down from high in the sky and shouted excitedly at Kangchon and Brahma Heart. "A small city." Brahma Heart instantly ran over in excitement as he stomped on the ground with both feet, his body instantly leaping high into the air, gazing into the distance with wide eyes. There was indeed a small city not far ahead. Kangchon also saw it, and he was slightly surprised in his heart. The battlefield of the city of Earth even had a small city. This was too strange. Moreover, this small city in front of him was very simple. It was almost made out of boulders. Rather than calling it a small city, it should be called a stone enclosure courtyard. "Go, let's go in and take a look." The three of them traveled towards the small city at a faster pace. After coming to the Earth City battlefield for so long, it was the first time they had seen other cultivators, and there was inevitably some excitement in their hearts. As Kangchon continued to approach them, the small city gradually revealed its true appearance. It was made up of countless blocks of boulders piled up. There were also many stone houses lined up inside. This small city could almost accommodate tens of thousands of people. When Kangchon's trio arrived in front of the humble city gates, two cultivators guarding the gates saw them, and one of them walked over and said coldly, "If you want to enter the city, one person will hand over a king-level heart." This gate guarding cultivator spoke very skillfully. It was obviously not the first time he had done this kind of thing. He didn't care about the strange combination of Kangchon's trio and had a businesslike attitude. Kangchon's brows furrowed, and when Little Gold on the side heard that he had to hand over a king-level heart to enter the city, he immediately became furious. However, Brahma Heart hurriedly pulled Little Gold back as he took out 3 king-level hearts and handed them over to the cultivator guarding the gate, and the 3 of them entered this small city right then and there. "Bald brother, why are you pulling me? There's still a fee to enter a shitty city. You let me smash him to death with my fist," Xiaojin said with a face full of anger. "We just came. Nothing is clear. It's better not to cause trouble," Brahma Heart said. "HMPH, with our current strength, who can do anything about us in this Earth City battlefield? You're too timid, Brother Bald." Little Gold sniffed and said without caring. Van Xin immediately smiled bitterly. All right, let's first find a place to ask around and find out what exactly this place is." Kangchon droned. Xiaojin immediately put away his dissatisfaction. To say that in this world, the only one who could make him obey was Kangchon. After having suffered the loss of not asking for information once, Kangchon's trio was a lot smarter this time. As soon as they entered this small city, they looked for the simple restaurant place and asked for information about this small city. Although this small city was very small, there were more than 20,000 cultivators living in it, and in the restaurants, many cultivators were talking about what they had seen. From their conversations, Kangchon finally learnt something. In fact, there was nothing wrong with the map given to him by his third senior brother. But this map had forgotten to record those strongholds inside the City of Earth battlefield. So much so that until now, they had only met this one stronghold. From the conversations of the cultivators in the restaurant, they learnt that this small city was the 18th stronghold of the City of Earth battlefield, and that the one who occupied this stronghold was a force called the Heavenly Dragon Gang, and that their leader Heavenly Dragon was a quasi-invincible powerhouse. However, every cultivator who entered the city had to hand over a king-level heart to the Heavenly Dragon Gang, or else the Heavenly Dragon Gang would not let you enter the city. Just a mere Heavenly Dragon Gang. How dare they be so arrogant? Humph, brother, how about we occupy this small city? Xiaojin looked at Kangchon with a face full of anticipation and said, with just a single quasi-invincible powerhouse, with Kangchon's and their current strength, there was indeed no need to be afraid. However, Kangchon did not think about finding trouble with this Heavenly Dragon Gang. He shook his head and said, "Forget it. We'll be heading to our next stronghold after staying for a day. So what's the point of occupying this small city? Xiaojin sniffed with a disappointed face. He should be nagging about the matter of being levied a king-level heart when he entered the city. Fan Xin, on the other hand, nodded his head in agreement. Dao brother is right, in that those king-level hearts aren't too useful to us anymore. It's better to hurry up and head to the City of Heaven. After arriving at the peak of the imperial level in physical cultivation, it didn't matter what use the two of them, Fan Xin and Little Gold, were already taking king-level hearts. As for the imperial level hearts, it was very rare in the City of Earth's battlefield, and every night, Kang Tian could only hunt down just one royal grade heart. That was why the three of them were in a hurry to rush to the City of Heaven. After the three of them left the restaurant, they casually found an empty space to build a simple stone house, and then stayed in it to continue their cultivation. Evening came quickly, and the entire small city was suddenly bustling with activity as a strong member of the Heavenly Dragon Gang woke up all the cultivators in the city from their cultivation, and Kang Tian's trio was no exception. Listen to me, you guys. At this moment, standing in front of Kang Tian was a Heavenly Dragon Gang's Emperor-ranked powerhouse, his cold gaze sweeping over the cultivators in Kang Tian's section of the street, his eyes incomparably stern. Darkness will soon descend, just like last night. Soon the stronghold will be attacked by ferocious beasts. Your mission this time is the northern city wall. Remember, the only way to guard this stronghold is for all of us to contribute together. After this Heavenly Dragon Gang's Emperor-level powerhouse finished speaking, he left with a dozen or so Heavenly Dragon Gang powerhouses. In other parts of the small town, there were also varying numbers of Heavenly Dragon Gang powerhouses ordering tasks. HMPH, remembering us at this time. When we entered the city, we were even charged a king-level heart. And now we are required to contribute in defense. The Heavenly Dragon Gang is also to bullying. Shh, keep your voice down. It'll be over if they hear us. Forget it. When one is under the roof, one has to bow one's head. It will be fine when we leave this stronghold after a while. Leave? What about leaving? Apart from the first 10 strongholds being ownerless, which of the strongholds at the back have not been occupied? When the people from the Heavenly Dragon Gang left, the surrounding crowd resounded with disgruntled murmurs, one cultivator angry. There were also people who were silent. The spirit sealing space was supposed to be where the strongest were honored, and they had long since become accustomed to it. Kang Tian frowned slightly as he listened to the murmurings amongst the crowd. It seemed that wanting to pass through these strongholds was not so peaceful. Battles could happen at any time. Brother, you heard it too. This Heavenly Dragon Gang is also bullying people too much. Little Gold was even more dissatisfied as he listened to the comments of the surrounding crowd. Fan Xin gently smiled, but he knew that Little Gold was saying this in order to find the Heavenly Dragon Gang to take out his anger. Otherwise you would expect a demonic beast to have sympathy for these people. Let's see, Kang Tian pondered and said. The three of them then followed the crowd up the northern city wall and began to wait for the arrival of the ferocious beasts. And on top of the other 3 city walls, there were also a group of cultivators. In addition, underneath the city wall, there were many other cultivators gazing in anticipation. Obviously, as long as the cultivators on top of the city wall couldn't hold on, the cultivators below would immediately support them, so that the crowd could unite together in order to withstand the attack of the countless ferocious beasts. Roar. After the sun had completely set, a ferocious beast's roar resounded through the heavens and earth, and all of a sudden, everyone in the small city was filled with vigilance, and their eyes were filled with gravity. Kang Tian stood on the high city wall and looked into the distance, where a huge figure swept in like a wave of black torrents. Under the running of countless black ferocious beasts, the earth was trembling violently, and everyone in the small city felt a shaking. All the cultivators on top of the city walls gripped their swords and spears in their hands. their eyes staring intently at these charging ferocious beasts, waiting for the fierce battle that was about to come. Boom, boom, boom. The earth was trembling more and more. The figures of the ferocious beasts were getting closer and closer to the small city, and the battle was about to break out. Kill. As a cold hissing sound rang out, the battle erupted, and one cultivator on top of the city wall began to kill one of the ferocious beasts that rushed up the wall. A fierce battle that spread throughout the entire small city.